Well, hello, hello. Happy fall, everybody. I've got a new design for you to try out in your department, something to add excitement and lure to your fall displays. What we're going to do is start off with 3 quads. These are 11-inch balloons blown up with 22 pumps or 7.5 inches each. And we'll need 3 of them. And then we're going to need some 5-inch balloons, and these have been blown up with 2 pumps each. And we'll need 2 sets of these, and then 1 for each end cap. All right, so let's assemble. We're going to start with the large 11-inch balloons and add to it the 5-inch quads. We're going to make a marquee here. So I'm just going to bring my inflation valves up and tie a little knot so it's nice and secure. And then I'm going to add my second layer. This gets a little tricky, so now I'm going to move on to using 1/60s, and I'm just going to go around the entire layer. Tie these together. Adding to this, just sit right in the middle. I can tie this inflation valve with inflation valve. And then my very last layer will sit right on top. To figure 8 around everything. Okay, now I just got to make sure everything looks proper. Now I want to put a little end cap in here, so I'll tie this in. Oops. Sometimes things are not as easy as they look. Okay, and an end cap in here. And boom, 1 marquee. Beautiful. Want to put some weights on it. So if you just want to get a weight and then tie a little 260 around here, that'll make it a lot easier for you to incorporate this. One on each side should suffice. You just want to stick it in, wrap it around. Now, we would like to incorporate some of the Mylar balloons into this beautiful marquee, and they'll just sit on here and look amazing. So we'll start off with one of our beautiful fall balloons. Typically, we would wrap up our inflation valve and tie it in, but I think we can do, there's just a better layer and element that we could add, and I just like the way that it sits on the side like this. It's just got the perfect invitation there, wouldn't you say? So we'll want to eliminate the inflation valve by simply taking a piece of Scotch shipping tape And this, as you can see, just is a perfect fit. So what we're going to need is a little bit of balloon bond. If you don't have balloon bond, you can use dots, whatever adhesive that you have. But you'll want to load up on this and decide which way you want the tail to go. I think if this kind of goes down like this, it looks a little better than up. But that's just me. You're the doctor. You can do what you want. And we will start by putting layers of this onto our balloon where we know it's going to connect. It's just going to sit right in here. That's not going anywhere. This is pretty sticky stuff. Now, we have opportunity over here to fill in. And staying with the theme, I found these are great. I've rolled up the inflation valve and I've tied a 160 or a 260 in here, so it's like a little rubber band. And this can come and sit around one of my 5-inch balloons that I have. And I'm going to attach these two together here with a little more balloon bond. Taking shape, looking good. And then I think we could also add another one of these on here. So I've gone ahead of time and I've filled this up and I've taken the inflation valve, the little tail, and I have taped it with some of that shipping tape. And this can just balance right on top. So you can see that this gives it symmetry. So I found my two balloon bond places. Just going to take one of these, right on top. And it's also going to hit this part. Now, I find that this marquee looks good, but what is really in right now are the organics, and I've gone ahead of time and I've got some 5-inch balloons, and I blew them up with about 2 pumps, 1.5, 2 pumps each, and I put them in clusters of 3 and 2, connected it with a 160, and these are just going to add a nice element of color to the base of our marquee. So I'll just bring this around. So you can just tell that it just adds a little bit of color. And I think 2 sets of these would be sufficient. So you can just go right through the middle here, because it's kind of big. Then you move these around however you feel is, however you like it. And you've got a nice arrangement for fall, something to go inside of your department that adds delight and joy and will fill up a pretty big space with a minimal amount of time and effort. All right, I hope this helps you with fall deco this year, and stay tuned for more ideas from us from Mayflower, and thanks for joining us.